If the people in close proximity to me were in a position or capable of standing up for the Lord's Prayer, we'd be living it by now, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and I even gave him Mike. Gave him Mike are just basically people that are closely related to the Messiah, that understand spiritually that he's right, and that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. They're not. They're not. The book of Revelation doesn't tell about the story about Gabe and Mike. It doesn't tell the story about Isaac Benegas. It doesn't tell the story about Patrick. There are stories in prophecy about the spirit of Patrick in other religions, or not other religions, other perceptions of rabbinic religion. Okay, and the same with Isaac Paul Benegas. He's in the Quran. There's prophecy about him being the spirit of Abraham and Muhammad and having a battle with the one-eyed man. And when they told me that, I said, no, it's himself. One eye sees this way, one eye sees the other. It's the holy jihad. He'll be all right. Life's eternal, grace is infinite. I'm not worried about Isaac Paul Benegas. I'm worried about Patrick. Suzuki tells me that too. You worry. He goes, you need to quit worrying. It's like, they're rotting my teeth. One of my teeth is rotting out. I got to go sit in a damn office all day to get somebody to pull my tooth out. Otherwise, I try to find a way to pull it out myself, like with Jiddu Krishnamurti. But I got to be careful, make sure I do it right and stuff. And it'd be pretty hard for me to do myself, So I'll have to just go in there and get the things and have them pull it out. Because I was eating popcorn. I thought it was popcorn. But it was like, no, my tooth broke. It's like, God dang, I knew there was crap in the air and I felt it. But I didn't feel anything wrong or bad about the teeth. But, this is Las Cruces. And that is, White Sands Missile Range. And that's Fort Bliss. And that's Holloman Air Force Base. So, you can't expect them to be, peaches and cream and lollipops and sunshine and shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you are taking on the most disgusting people in the history of the world without fear for us to all live the faithful truth of the Messiah, you're going to have to expect that they're going to do shitty things to make it miserable, to make you feel like you want to quit. Yes, curse God and die. It's like, here we go again, So you don't curse God and die because other people will poison you. You don't curse God and die. Did Pascal curse God and die? And did Sun Yat-sen curse God and die? Right? So no. Okay. It is wrong to curse the gift of life from the glory of God and die because other people torture you and say, we're the Wickersham brothers. We know your type. There'll be no more talking to who are not. So that's wrong thinking. And wrong thinking isn't going to save us from wrong thinking, right? So you need right thinking. You need to look at life eternally. You need to understand life truthfully and how to be faithful to a truthful existence. And then when you're faithful to a truthful existence, love, is what sustains us by observing, obeying natural laws and teaching other people to do it in a faithful, loving manner. Okay? So I know what I'm doing. I just hate watching all the propaganda and the advertising and the tribalism bullshit on everywhere. YouTube, TV, all that, You got all those people, you got basketball. I quit playing basketball from high school to college. I kept looking for places to play, but it didn't seem right. Then when I went in the service, the people in the service were jealous of me on the East Coast, all the black guys, and worse to me than the white guys here on the West Coast. They were terrible. Okay. And I thought that, because Paul Burton told me that, well, if you on the East Coast, they would have done this. No, the East Coast was worse. The white guys, the thing is the white guys at the school told lies about me that I was a drug dealer and would do things to undermine me. That's how they usually did me. They lied. They told gossip and everybody believed the gossip. Black guys, no, they would just literally push you into the pole. They would just literally get mad because you would outdo the things they were supposed to be able to do and you could do it better. And they would literally you'd go up in the air and they'd push you into the pole at the park. Okay, that happened to me numerous times. And I kept playing. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, because I am better ass than Charles Barkley, than Shaquille O'Neal, any of them ever thought about it? They rot my teeth out with chemical poisoning. I still get up to make sure that the children are given the Lord's Prayer and not the ego of the dickhead with all the fuck money, right? And then I'm gonna acknowledge I'm gonna take half the proceeds from selling this food that we held hostage and give it to people for college degrees so they can put satellites out and have your daughter masturbate with a kid with a British accent and everybody film it and masturbate to it, especially all them ugly scientists at the science buildings, right? You know it's what's happening. Girl, you know it's true. Oh, you're Milli Vanilli. You're Milli Vanilli. Okay? You get a bunch of pretty boys to get up there with no good voices and they got good dance move, and then you have the homely guys with the fat guys talking in the background. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my. You can be very physically attractive and have a nice voice too and be a very good dancer. Yeah, it happens. No, I'm serious, guys. You can sit there and you can turn out the lights and light a candle, and you can look like Kevin from fucking what's the name of that show? Monster-in-Law, right? You look like Kevin from Monster-in-Law, right? You spend 8 months in the gym and you got just as nice or better a body than Ryan Gosling as Deadpool, right? You can dance your ass off, check the technique. You can dance better than Casper Smart because you can jump higher, right? And you're a little bit more graceful and smoother. And you can sing like ringing a bell. Yeah, you can ring my bell, ring my bell, ring my bell, ring-a-ling-a-ling, right? And women from all around the world, famous and rich and famous, can sit and watch you be physically destroyed by all their jealous long dong boyfriends and all their ugly little mean pervert scientists and all their pathetic great speakers and writers and politicians. Yeah, it could be happening right now. Yeah. You know, Megan the Stallion, really cute. She could be watching this going, like the little Japanese women and kids in the tub when I first, look what they've done to your beautiful body. You're the Energizer Bunny of love. Women say when they make love to you, you feel like you're the only woman in the world and you're the greatest woman on the whole planet. Yeah, but it doesn't last for long. Because you get scared and then say they're all going to try to kill you. And if you keep doing what you're doing, you're going to make us both losers. And we'll both, and one day they died and their graves were side by side on a hill where robins sing. And they say violets grow there. Hey, that's Michael Donald. Grow there all year long. He was embarrassing. Totally embarrassing. Little Earl, look around, see if there's a constable. He was pissing on the ground with flip-flops at Cielo Vista Mall parking lot, and it's splashing on his feet, and I'm like, hey, I ain't washing those feet, you know that is. And then I tried to act like I spoke Spanish and didn't know him. No hable el gringo este loco, you know. It's like, all the pretty Mexican girls. I'm not with him. Damn. He would do that when he knew that he was doing things to embarrass you, and I'm like, that's wrong to do. Okay. I was never embarrassed by my uncle because of his hillbilly ways and his hillbilly accent and his flip-flops and all that. What embarrassed me was when he did shit like that because it was wrong and it was unnecessary. It was uncouth. And, you know, I'm more like Keith Elam, truth with coops. Just put up a peace sign and please fine. You know, we're feeling good. We could, we should, we would stop. But when shit is fucked up, I will say it faster than lickety-split. Then you can be Cowboy Wayne, do some yoga and suck your own dick. Right? Ain't nobody gonna ask me out on a date until they stop the dictation and the legislation and stand up for the liberation of real education to live in the Lord's Prayer everywhere, okay? And if you can't do that, it's stop, stare, and defecate in your underwear, and we'll send you the stuff to put on your pants so you can go out and be confident that you can go out and be a trained consumer and act like a bitch, but no tattoos. No tattoos, no tattoos. Tattoos are tribal. That's not my tribe thing. Patrick does them. I don't. My dad doesn't like them. Earrings, piercings, or tattoos, no. My dad's cowboy, strictly cowboy. So no, I don't do none of that out of respect for my father. Not that I'm afraid or, I couldn't get a tattoo. Oh, I can get a tattoo. You know. I didn't know I had a trauma threshold because I'm not sadomasochistic. My pain threshold is really pretty impressive, especially with all the hell I've been through. I didn't mean for it to be impressive because I don't go out looking for ways to hurt myself or hurt others and then impress stupid people by, well, that was impressive. What's impressive about being tortured by pathetic piles of shit and getting up and loving children just as much love you more today than yet, like Spiral Staircase says they do, but they really don't. They're just doing that to make money and sell records and sell products and buy products and be a byproduct of propaganda. You know what I'm saying? Okay, guys. All right, so I'm going to load this one up here. We'll talk a little bit later. Next week, I won't talk as much because I'm going to be going to the dentist. It's not Donald John Trump. Donald John Trump's just, that's like trying to think every time you go to McDonald's, you think Ronald McDonald. And Ronald McDonald ain't our McDonald's. He's in D.C., right? You know what I'm saying? Okay, Grimace. Rabble, rabble. Okay, so I love you guys all very much. I don't worry about what that guy thinks. He can't stand up for the Lord's Prayer for his own children. He don't even love Junior or Ivanka or Melania or his son. Because if you love people, you stand up for the Lord's Prayer with all your courage, kindness, and all your might. You see why I'm considered the most attractive man in the history of the 20th and 21st century, between the 20th and 21st. There are a lot of guys as attractive as me in the 20th century, but they died. Haile Selassie, Judy Krishnamurti, D.T. Suzuki, Sun Yat-sen, but they dead. Bob Marley, my cousin, yeah. But he dead, right? But I stand up for the Lord's Prayer now. So I'm the most attractive man in the 21st century. When you stand up for the Lord's Prayer with me too, you can be as gorgeous as me. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. He's so pretty, so sexy. Oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous. I know, it's so pretty, I love it. Okay, thank you, okay. All the macho bullshit artists in my environment hate when I do that. Oh, fuck you, I don't care. You're so nasty, you suck, you're so ugly. All right, guys, I love you, all right? Peace.